Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Found But Still Lost. My name is Leslie, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys are having a really fabulous morning. I hope it's slow and at whatever pace that you feel like going today. Something crazy happened last night. I'm still totally in shock by it. Really in shock by it. Anyways, I'm going to tell you my whale tale. So, a couple weeks ago, there was a night market in downtown Yarmouth. It was just starting up. It was the first week of the market. So Matt and I decided to go with some friends and check it out. So we went and checked it out, and there was there's lots of booths. Well, actually not lots. There was 6 booths, I say at the time, because they were just starting out. So not every vendor was prepared to be there yet, I guess. But anyways, so there's a few vendors. And some were selling cookies and baked goods. One was selling permanent bracelets that you could make. You can come eat with me. You don't have to hide. Matt's just wandering around with his bowl of yogurt that I made him going, where do I go? So, you can sit with me if you want. I'm telling the whale story. It's crazy. So anyways, so we're going around the circuit. We eat some sausage. And actually, maybe I'll post the other video here.
This is the
if I can remember to do that. If not, I will maybe put a link to it in the description. But I had actually filmed this one piece of art that I came across. And I believe the correct term for this kind of art is hammersmithing, I believe. I hope I'm not butchering that. But anyways, this guy makes art out of copper sheets of metal. Sheets of copper. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm really not doing this person any justice. But anyways, and he had this giant whale tail, and that's what drew me to the booth, because I saw the tail at first. But then my eyes immediately darted to the ground where this giant whale eye was sitting. And it just looked so solemn, I would say. And I loved it. It was peaceful and beautiful. And I have no place worthy of hanging this gorgeous piece of art. So there's no way I could get it. And it was pricey as well. Not for what it was, but for my budget, it was expensive. So I stared at it. I couldn't walk away from it. I don't know, I was just drawn to it. And I had mentioned to the artist that it feels like it's sucking your soul in. And that's when he told me his story, which I believe I've already shared, but I'll share it one more time. That he was creating the piece and he was telling his buddy how happy he was to make it. And then when he completed it, his buddy asked if he was still happy and, stoked on the piece. And he said no, he felt like shit. And that he was upset for a couple weeks after he finished it. And he thought that the whale had taken his soul and rearranged it. Basically like a soul reset. So it's really funny that him and I had similar experiences, him being the creator and me just being the observer. So a week went by after the first time I saw it. We didn't go back to the market. And then this week we did. And when we were walking by, the artist, his name is Glenn, stopped us and said, come here. And we went over to his booth and he said he wanted to give me the piece of art that I admired so much. I was mind blown. I was having the worst day. Well, not worst day. I was just having a bad moment. I felt like I was missing everybody at home. I was crying on and off all day. I'm PMSing. It was just really bad. He wants my yogurt. So anyways, he offered to give me the piece of art. And I could not, for the life of me, like wrap my head around that whole concept of someone creating something. And he said it took him 3 days to make. There has never been anything in my life that took me 3 days to make or longer, other than my children. And I don't know that I've given anything away that took that much effort. And even still, I still can't believe that he did. And Matt was with me, and he was like shocked and shaken too. And it was, I don't know. It came at the right time, but after he gave it to me, he's like, why don't you go walk around and then you can come grab it later when you're done at the market. So Matt and I walked away for a minute, and I just started bawling. And I was crying because I don't create anything that would be that impactful to somebody. And then it made me feel sad because I felt like I'm so unworthy of such an incredible gift. I still feel like that. Like, that person has something to offer the world. Matt has something to offer the world. He can create a deck out of thin air and put a window in a wall, and Glenn can make a whale eye that makes you feel something out of a sheet of copper that was supposed to be used for an Easter off, I believe. So I just felt like, I don't offer anything to the world because I had no idea how to repay or thank this person for what they gave me. I don't have a go-to thing in my pocket that I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I do this. I can give you this.
You're worthy.
I don't feel it.
But you are. Your reaction to his art is why he did what he did.
I still feel bad though. Like I feel like I feel guilty.
Oh, no, you're guilty. It is an incredibly kind gesture.
It is pretty crazy. It's just it's overwhelming. I guess, and I don't know. I can't even, I'm stumbling on all my words because I'm blown away. So, I feel like I'm gonna move this piece of art around a bazillion times because it's funny, in different times of the day I feel like it needs to be here, and in other times of the day I feel it needs to be over there. Sometimes I feel like it needs to be seen, and sometimes I feel like it needs to be like hidden and it just needs to see things. Like, I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I came home last night and just stared at it with Matt. We sat on the couch together and we stared at the whale eye together. Oh my goodness. I kind of want to like take it to a museum though, because that's where I think it needs to be. I think everybody in the world should be able to see it. Anyways, let me show you the whale eye. It's really big. I'm gonna move and show you how big it is, because like what? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. And it's so cool because the second you look at it, you know exactly what it is. Like, there's no question. There's no, like, trying to... Fitz, don't even think about it. There's no second guessing what it is. You know what it is. That's a whale eye and its soul. It is just about 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go garage selling with some girls. So I'm going to bring you guys along. It's supposed to be a community garage sale, so we'll see how these garage sales are. I find that the garage sales here are not anywhere near as good as the ones in Ontario, but We'll
The
see.
ones in Ontario were shit too.
Okay, no, they were better priced at least. You could find cool shit for like a couple bucks. Here, I don't even know if it's worth what they're selling it for, but things are expensive. Well, the garage sale was a bust because it's raining.
Why are you crying?
So we went to one garage sale that was indoors at a community center, and the girls I was with got stuff. I did not. Oh, that's a lie. I got candy and cookies that kids were selling. That's what I got. So it's still raining and like gloomy out. I think what I'm gonna do is Tay and Devin are coming to our house for a week, and they're coming towards the end of, or actually towards the middle of July, I guess, babe? Mm-hmm. And Tay really likes this vegetarian stew that I make, so I think I'm going to make that today, stick it in the freezer. I mean, it's crappy and raining anyways, so why not? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Yeah. Staring at the whale eye. It's pretty cool because when light hits it in different spots, it looks different. And with the fan going and a light on, it looks like it's kind of underwater. Okay, I'm gonna go get changed because if I wear anything halfway nice, I'm gonna get dirty. And then let's get cooking. Let's make some vegetarian stew for my kid. Why not? Okay, so we got on some grubby attire to cook in because I can barely eat in nice clothes, let alone cook in them. And we're gonna start making the vegetarian stew. It's called Cozy Butternut Squash Stew. I believe that's what it's called. And it's made by, the recipe is by Oh She Glows. I will link it below. I've linked it multiple times, but if you are new, you may not have seen it. I'm excited because it means my baby's coming. My baby girl's coming. So let's make some stew. Okay, I better actually start doing something besides watching vlogs and sipping coffee. I've just finished making the stew. I still have one sip of coffee. It's still icky out. Matt's in our bedroom working on the windows. I'm gonna take you guys to go see what he's doing. He's putting the trim back up, essentially. It's not like anything crazy going on in there, but let me go show you. And then I'm gonna clean the kitchen, which you don't need to watch. You probably don't even like doing your own dishes, so why watch someone doing dishes? Like, we have all the lights on in the house today because it's cloudy out, so it's pretty dark in here. How's it going, babe?
It's going. I'm just trying to figure out what top goes.
Where? He's the best. Oh my god, Matt, it looks so good! See, you put the trim back up. Oh my god. I'm so excited to have windows that open. This place is magical.
It just has to.
I don't even know if I want it painted.
And I don't think I would go crazy painting it. Like,
I don't think I want to
stripping
paint
or
it.
painting Because it's old.
I know, but if you paint it, it doesn't match everything else.
I know.
I don't think I want to paint it. Side note here, Matt has lost like, I don't know, between 10 and 15 pounds, I'm gonna guess. He's past the tightest belt loop, and a shirt that he's wearing now, he bought, I want to say at least 1 or 2 summers ago, and it didn't fit him because it was too small, and now it fits. I, on the other hand, have not lost a single pound, I don't think. And I haven't been eating as much. And I've been exercising more, so I don't know what's going on with that, but Matt's the lucky one, and joke's on me. Matt went to grab our vacuum cleaner, and it happens to be near where the ants like to eat our wood. And he noticed that there's more ant dust. So they came back. They knew where they were going. The vinegar that we sprayed around didn't really do anything, I don't think.
It did for a while.
Yeah, I guess maybe for a little bit. But then what else were they eating? So I went to the basement that's scary and gross. Sprayed it. Ooh, that's not a good candy. Anyways. Fifth hates it when we hug.
Okay, do you want to go? Do you want to go to Sisaboo?
You get water too.
I've been hinting at Matt to take me for coffee because my jam is sitting in a coffee shop. His is now going to a bar. He's laughing, but he likes going. I like seeing people, but a bar's not my thing. So the stew is done,
We can go if you want.
and I'm going to mash it up.
Good,
That one's pretty bad. I bet all the stuff falls apart. And I don't like that it doesn't have back cushions.
I wonder.
Matt and I are just trying to find patio sets for the deck by the bunkie. And I'm thinking that we go rather cheap because that stuff doesn't really last that long anyways. And then if we get bored with it, we can just replace it. We're on Wayfair right now trying to pick. We've looked at Walmart. We looked at the Superstore. We've looked at a few places. And I looked at one that another YouTuber that I follow, I think it's Beck and Iman. But I can't afford what they have. It was like crazy expensive. I don't remember the brand name, but wow. It was crazy. It was like $700 for a patio chair. I'm like, well, I don't have 1 million subscribers, so that's not happening. And even if I did, that still wouldn't happen. I'm not spending $700 on one patio chair. Although it's a very pretty patio chair. Okay, this might be too much information for you. It's gonna let you know how lazy I actually am. I just came down to the deck to read in my hammock for the first time. I asked Matt if I could bring my hammock down, even though he's not ready for... Did you drop something? I don't see anything. No, you're okay. There's nothing there. Sometimes Fitz drops his frisbee in the lake, so I thought maybe that's what he'd done, but it's not. So anyways, I'm down here at the deck for my first hammock read. I'm really excited. I can't believe Matt can do this. Like, and we were saying, it's not like anyone ever taught him how to do it. He just does it. I feel like I need to be taught things, so I always think it's cool when people... Wow. Okay. Fitz doesn't think it's cool, but I do. It's pretty nice to sit out here reading a book. Losing it, kind of. The weather's very moody, and Fitz won't stop being crazy. So we found more ants.
Can you stop?
Matt's not happy about the ant situation. We saw like a big pile of them today. So maybe we're getting closer to finding their nest. And then we can... It's beautiful out here. And I'm sure we'll figure out the ant thing. Matt and I really got our crap together today. We just finished cutting the lawn. And I mean, we did a lot of the lawn. It takes us multiple times to actually cut the lawn. So we got like a good chunk of it done. I cut, Matt did the weed eating. And then I was so hot. I just came in, grabbed my bathing suit, ran outside and went for a swim. And it just started to rain. Like, it was pure perfection. And if I wasn't so desperately hot, I would have brought you guys along for the swim. But I was so hot. I just had to like not look for the camera and just go. And now I'm sitting on my couch and I'm staring at my whale. What? Just eating some of the stew I made today. And then we're trying to make it to someone's birthday party. I feel bad. I don't even know their name. But our friend Vanessa made the cake and I gotta go see it. It's supposed to look like, well, it's supposed to be a TV with the Golden Girls on it. It's good and I was hungry.
That's good. Good job. You're always good at making this.
No, that's not true. I made a batch for Taya before we left and it was not as good as this. This is like perfection. I'm so glad we cut the lawn. If it's supposed to rain for 2 days.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to rain a lot.
I'm glad we got it done. And swimming in the rain felt like amazing. I think I'm gonna call it and we'll say goodbye for this episode. We're gonna go off to that birthday party and check out the cake. And why am I motivated by food so much? And say happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. I can't remember their names or her name at all.
No.
You either?
No.
Ooh. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in a couple days for another episode. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm really stoked that we came. I've never been here and it's like a really cool distillery, and I actually found a drink that I would enjoy drinking. So we bought some and I will show you a picture of it when we get home, or I'll just post one here. And I'll also post a link to the distillery that we're currently at. It's called Boat Skeg. I think that's what it's called, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right, but I might not be. Check out this view. Oh my God.